Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the absolute best swing trading routine that you guys need to do. I do it every single Sunday to ensure I go into the week with some sort of game plan, strategy, approach. I always imagine the week ahead very similar to like a football team about to go play in the Super Bowl. What I mean by that is they need to understand their offense, their defense, what the other team is. And with trading and investing, you have to know stocks with opportunity. You got to know your stop loss. You got to know the market conditions. So you just got to know as much information as you can. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about what I do every single week. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you do, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about trading and investing in the market, check out our school. It's called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We have private live streams. We have quizzes, lectures, the group chat. We have a final exam, like a college class. It's an 8-week course, but you guys have lifetime access to it, and it's all self-paced. So if you guys have that 9 to 5 job and you're just wanting to learn to trade, check it out. And you guys can get 51% off by using code TRADER. So use that code, sign up. I'll see you guys in there. And guys, let's jump into this. So like I said, having a good trading routine is probably one of the most important things you guys can do as a new trader. It just helps you understand the stocks you're holding, stocks with opportunity, and just being prepared. So let's actually turn to the computer and see our weekly swing trading routine. All right, so the first thing that I actually do every single week is I look at stocks that we're holding. As of right now, we're holding some shares of Google. We took a 90-day moving average play, which was that blue line here. Now, I went into this trade knowing two things. The first thing being is if this stock sells off, we're going to continue to average down on this stock. Now, ideally, we would love for it to fall down to that 175 area because that would bring an average cost at $180. Now, the second thing with this stock here is perspective and time frame. Google, as we zoom out, has that beautiful upward trend. And so for me, holding this position for a month, 2 months, I'm very confident that with a stock like this, it's just about how long can you hold it. And so that's kind of why we got in. We just got in on, the pure sell-off from the highs. It sold off about 7% from the highs. Now it's about 8% from its high. So I do think we'll get some buying pressure, whether it takes a week, whether it takes a month. It's just about holding this position. And with a stock like Google, I already have shares of it in my large, and long-term investment account. So I could easily send those shares to it and get a lower average cost. But right now we're trying to trade and make some money that way. So let's look at some stocks here with some opportunity. Opportunity is probably one of the most important things you guys can do as a trader here. So with ALHC here, we have that beautiful upward trend, as you guys can see here. Gone from lows at about $4 all the way up to highs at $15. We got some good sell-off from 15 all the way down to 13. Now, sell-off historically brings really good opportunity. You guys can see the buying pressure in the past at some of these moving average lines. So now here, you might be saying, Carter, well, when do you buy in? So a good strategy for this stock is just a breakout approach. You guys can see that general downward trend and the stock broke out. This would have been the best entry point. So now we have that general downward trend and we're just waiting for that breakout in the upward direction. Another thing you guys can do is look at the lower time frame, like the hourly chart, and pretty much see where that resistance line is. You guys can see here we got some huge sell-off yesterday just because the general S&P has sold off. So for me to be interested, I would want to get a push up to like that 1430 range. Now, let's look at another position, ticker symbol ET here. Looking at the daily, you guys will notice it has heavy support on this yellow line, right? Look back at previous history. History tends to repeat itself. Buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure, right? So now, as this stock here popped up and sold off down to that level, we could see a move from this $19 all the way up to about the mid $20. And you might be saying, Carter, well, that's not much. Well, basic risk management here, if we keep our stop loss pretty tight, we could have a nice 4-to-1 risk and reward. But still, you want to look at those lower time frames and see where that breakout is. So I definitely think we have two approaches here. One of the approaches with this type of stock here would be just a pure support play. You guys can see the heavy support here on this line. So ideally, you could enter here, try to sell up here, or you could set an alert above this and get in on the breakout here. So we'll just see what happens over the next couple of days and see if we can get a push going in that direction here. Another stock here we're looking at is ticker symbol CRK. With this position here, we kind of already had the breakout, and this is kind of the approach we look for, right? You guys can kind of see that general downward trend popped up, great move. So we're going to just remove this from the watch just because the train kind of has already left the station. The move already happened. So we're just going to move on to other opportunity. A stock like Gap here is interesting. And the reason I like it here is the heavy support here on this 200-day moving average line, which is that red line here. You guys can see buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure, buying pressure. Recently sold off down to that level again. So there could be a move from $22 to about $26. Looking at that lower time frame here, you guys can see that false breakout in the past. So, for me to be interested, ideally we would want a breakout of at least the $22 mark. So we'll just throw an alert there. This would be like a C- trade setup, but definitely one to leave on watch and look for that opportunity. Now we have ticker symbol TRN. TRN here had huge sell-off. So this would be a sell-off play, because often with trading and in investing, you guys can see the stock went from $40 to $30 in about a month and a half. Often any action like that is often an overreaction. Looking at an indicator called the RSI, which stands for the Relative Strength Index, the stock was trading for an 18. The last time it was trading for an 18 was back in here where we saw some good moves. So definitely one to leave on watch and see if that opportunity stays. Then we got Chewy.com. Chewy.com here, or ticker symbol CHWY here, has that great upward trend. You guys will kind of notice this kind of nice little trend like such here. We also have heavy support on that 90-day moving average line, which is that blue line. You guys can see in the past it hit it. So for me to be interested here, let's look at that lower time frame and see kind of what's going on. Something like this, I think that we kind of need a day or two to see what the stock does. If it immediately gets rebounded, then we can look for a breakout. But sometimes with a stock like this, we could get more sell-off. So let's just wait here. Another stock I really liked was Bank of America. Looking at that daily time frame, you guys will notice the heavy support here on that blue line, right? In the past, it's hit it several times. Boom, boom, boom. Recently sold off down to that level here. So looking at this, we can draw out that breakout there, throw an alert above it. So if it pops up, we're notified, as well as look at some other time frames, like the 3-hour or even the 2-hour chart. And what do we notice? Look at this. Let's draw out that trend here. Like that, boom, you guys can see it hits it several times. We'll throw an alert there as well. Kind of be very, very, very prepared for a stock like this. I really like stocks that have great tendencies of getting buying pressure on that 90-day moving average line, especially a huge blue chip stock like Bank of America. Then we got ONOM. Stock sold off like crazy down to, look, that 200-day moving average line. It's also very undervalued on that RSI. So for me, let's go ahead and look at that lower time frame. That lower time frame here, let's go to that 4-hour chart and see if it looks any better, which it kind of does. Let's see if we can find some sort of trend. It does look like the 2-hour has a decent trend here, which is that what looks like that 50-day moving average line. You guys can kind of see how it hits these points of contact several times. So we'll just throw an alert above that. If it pops up above that, we'll be notified and ready to rock and roll. And you guys will notice that sometimes we have several different alerts on a given stock, and that's completely fine. It's better to have too many alerts than not enough. All right. Another one here is KNTK. And if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button. And don't worry, if you guys are watching and you're part of the team in the group chat, I'll take a screenshot of all of these stocks and put them in there so you guys can stay up to date on every single one here. Then we got KNTK. So you guys will notice that with our weekly swing trading routine, a lot of it is just being prepared, looking for these plays, setting alerts, looking at stocks we're holding. Stock like that looks pretty good. Heavy support like that one there. You know, and so now as we go through these, this one here looks good as well. Look at this. Look at that great breakout, breaking out above that 200-day moving average line. It's done that in the past, so it's not super concerning, but I definitely like it on watch here. Another one here is Amazon. Amazon is another stock that sold off like crazy down to that 90-day moving average line. It also has some good heavy support there. So, you know, Amazon would be a stock very, very similar to like a Google play, blue chip stock. You know, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Sold off from, you know, the $242 all the way to $214. You can pick up some good shares at a cheap price, undervalued on that RSI. And you guys can start averaging down. You know, that's a very, very good approach here. So definitely don't be surprised if you guys see me pick up some Amazon. And then the last one here is Home Depot. Home Depot has heavy support here on that trend line. If we remove those moving average lines, heavy support here. Boom, boom, boom. Also, if we remove the trend, heavy support here on that 200-day moving average line. So looking at a lower time frame here, let's kind of see what we got going on. You know, one of the ones that I like here is the hourly time frame. Hourly time frame, you guys can kind of see the heavy resistance there. So we'll throw an alert above that. Pops up, we're ready to rock and roll. So, you know, like I said, with trading, the biggest thing is just being prepared, setting those alerts, understand what's going on with the stocks, you know, and just looking at your scanners, planning out entries, planning out all of your trades. And so being prepared is like 80% of the work, you know, scanning for the opportunity, seeing if there's potential, all that stuff. So, you know, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget, if you guys want to sign up with Moomoo, which is the broker I am using, I'll put a link to them down below, up to 20 free stocks. So click that link, sign up. I'll see you guys in there, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Take care.